If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Gun. Watch it now, Barney. Back over.
Looking to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, after those plays, the offense coordinator has to feel like he has balance in his favor. Threw it, then ran it, both for nice chunks of yardage. Now he feels like he's got things going in his direction, but the defensive coordinator, his guys are off balance a little bit. How does he set up, and what does he plan for in the next play? Is there a tendency there he can lock in on and maybe set his defensive call?
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll try the air now with Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, here's Goff. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Steps away to his left, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up.
They'll set up to throw. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Bust through the tackle, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
No. Check. Blue, line it. Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll escape to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Back to throw, Goff. Now they set up the screen, that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. From the gun, here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 36. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is knocked down from the side. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And now here's a carry heading left. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second down following the run. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit? They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. Out of the gun. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. Green, 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mike Singletary in there to sack him for a loss of 6. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Play clock winding down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Complete. He finds Bray. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 36. Give him 6 on the play there. And the Rams are going to get a 1st down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down near the 34-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. He's going to loft one deep left. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. That
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that'll make it 13-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Turns and gives to Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Welcome back live to Orlando. Second and 5. Another carry now for Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On first and goal, Gurley. Oh, nice move. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 4-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Here's Goff. This will be caught at about the 6. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is third and goal. Goff. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel, and I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And here now the offense heading back out there. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
All right, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lawrence. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Watching that Barney, Barney. Watching that Barney, Barney. Watching that Barney, Barney.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Still a couple yards, strings up a third down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll drop the throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
With that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we could make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now Gurley, handoff left. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Goff now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cannon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
Oh, partner, my partner. That was pretty amazing, wasn't it?
It was indeed. It was a long, long field goal, and that ties this ball game here in the 4th quarter.
And that sideline absolutely loved it, didn't they? I don't know how many of them thought that he would make that. But once the ball got over the crossbar, that's one fired-up football team.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. Second and 10. Goff again. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Goff. And Brake has it over the middle. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Now Goff. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now then, it's a big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He's back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
All right, here we go. 3-19, Leopard.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And he's able to put it through. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Orlando, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for LA, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.